Here is a story plot based on your life situation, woven into a narrative about resilience, memory, and the quiet hope of a father. Title: The Grey Between the Harbors. The setting: the story is set against the backdrop of a rainy, winter-grey Auckland. The city is bustling, but for the protagonist, Elias, it feels like a ghost town. He lives in a small, modern apartment in the CBD, high enough to see the Sky Tower, but too sterile to feel like a home. The backstory: 6 months ago, Elias's world was a cacophony of laughter, cartoons, and the chaos of family life. Then came the great silence. The divorce wasn't violent, it was a slow erosion of connection with his wife Sarah, until there was nothing left but paperwork. When Sarah left, she took their 7-year-old daughter Maya and moved to Christchurch, or perhaps back to her home country, creating a physical chasm to match the emotional one. The conflict: Elias is stuck in a loop of grief. His days are a blur of corporate work, and his nights are spent staring at his phone, waiting for the scheduled video call that is his only lifeline. The conflict is internal. Elias is fighting the urge to let his life dissolve into the grey Auckland weather. He feels like a spectator in his own life, seeing happy families at the Viaduct or Mission Bay, and feeling a physical ache in his chest. The central object of his pain is a half-finished Lego castle sitting in the corner of his living room, the last thing he and Maya were building together before she left. He hasn't touched it since. The turning point: one evening, during a video call, Maya holds up a drawing. It's a picture of a house with a daddy figure standing alone in a window. She asks, with the innocent brutality of a child, "Are you lonely, Papa?" Elias tries to lie, to be strong, but his voice cracks. He realizes that by pausing his life and living in misery, he isn't honoring his love for her. He is only creating a sadder version of the father she needs. He realizes that he cannot be a hollow shell when she eventually visits. The climax: a storm hits Auckland, knocking out the power in his building. Sitting in the dark, Elias navigates by flashlight to the corner of the room. He sits before the half-finished Lego castle. Instead of dismantling it or ignoring it, he begins to build. He spends the entire night finishing the castle. It becomes a metaphor for his life. He modifies the design, adding a tall tower, a lighthouse. He realizes that even if he cannot be with her every day, he can be a beacon. He can build a life that is stable, warm, and ready for her whenever she returns. The resolution: the story ends on a crisp, clear morning. The rain has stopped. Elias is exhausted but feels lighter. He takes a photo of the finished castle and sends it to Sarah's phone for Maya to see. He then puts on his running shoes and heads out to the domain. He is still alone, and the ache is still there, but he is no longer drowning. He is Auckland's weather, prone to storms, but capable of clearing up. He runs toward the future, keeping himself